Okay, today I'm going to go over two different things. One is actually sharing your slides once you are complete, and then the second is looking at your student portal. So the first thing we're going to do is come to the classwork section, and under this week's assignment, you will see the virtual room. And if you go ahead and open up your slides that you created, obviously I'm opening a blank one, but yours will be done. So when you have completed your room, you double check the rubric. Remember, we talked about all the things you need to have on your rubric to get 100 on the grade. So you should have 10 plus pictures, right? So go through and count, make sure you have 10. Click on each of your pictures, make sure each one has a link and that they work. So remember, even if one link doesn't work, you lose 12 points. You're already down to a 92. So make sure that all your links work. Make sure that you creatively put the pictures around, that you didn't stick them in a straight line. You actually try to put them in different parts of the room that make sense, and that you clicked turn in. Now, when you're clicking turn in, you want to actually do your share at that point. So the way you're going to share it, I'm come into my room again, is you're going to come up to this yellow share button. Okay, now here's the important part. Make sure you come down where it says share with runnymede.schools.org. See how it says restricted? You need to change that. So we're going to click on that, and you need to change it to, it did it because it did it so fast. Hold on, let me show you again. So change anyone in this group with the link can view. So that's what you want it to say. You want anyone to be able to view it with Runnymede Schools. You don't want it on restricted. Anyone in Runnymede Schools can view it. Okay. Once it looks like this, then you can go ahead and hit copy link. Okay. Done. At that point, if you haven't already done so, make sure you go into your assignment and you actually turn it in. You want to turn it in. Make sure that I receive it because that is part of your grade. Now, attached to this assignment is where it says 5-1 virtual room sharing. If we go ahead and open that up, you're going to see all of your names in your class listed here. If you're missing your name, you can just add it at the bottom. I'm going to say Vols Centers. I'm going to be Vols Centers. Okay, but your name should be here. So wherever your name is, you're going to click and highlight your name. And just like we did before, we're going to add that link that we just copied right here by hitting the chain link, applying it with Control V, and then hit apply. And now I have this option to go in and take a look. We will be able to tell very quickly if you did not change the share settings because no one will be able to get into your document or your slideshow to see it. And what we want is for it to be open so that as you start adding your rooms in, other people can come and view them, and you can look at some of your classmates' rooms and kind of see the stuff that they're interested in, the games, the music, and find things that maybe you have in common. Once you've done those two things, I then want you to try to get into your student portal. We talked a lot about student portal last year if you had me. If not, the student portal is a place where you can go to look at your grades. You can see all of your teachers' grade books. You can see what grade you got on all of your assignments. You'll be able to see what your current grade in the class is. And then that way you can kind of keep on track of things. You can see if you're missing something. It's a very good tool. So you're just going to use the home button right here. It's going to bring you to the Runnymede Schools homepage. You're coming up under students, and you're coming down to the real-time student portal. If you had me last year, you should already have your username and password logged in. Remember, your username is like a long series of numbers like that. And then if you had me last year, we changed your password to RSD, your first and last initial, and your numbers, your 4 numbers. The same thing that you use to log into your Chromebook. If you did not have me last year and you never logged into your student portal before, you're going to need to get your username and password from me. So at this point, you can just raise your hand. I will be able to send it to you probably through GoGuardian. I'll give you your student portal username and password, and then you can use that to sign in. And I do suggest that since you're on your Chromebook, once you sign in, if it asks you to save your password, just say yes. And that way it'll always be loaded for you so you can go in and check your grades at any time. that is basically it. If you have any questions or if you need help getting into your student portal, like I said, raise your hand. I will come to you and help you to the best of my ability. And just make sure that your virtual room is attached to the document and that the assignment is turned in. And then if you've done all of those things, you can go ahead and move on to typing and work on your typing for the rest of the period.